Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Carolina and this is my first English tutorial. We are going to make this amazing slider card using some distress inks to make this beautiful background. We are going to use some Laufan products. This stamp set is called Coaster Creatures. It has some coordinated dies and we are going to use also an slide on over add-on that it cuts perfectly this part of the roller coaster. It's amazing and it's a very fun card. We are going to start with a piece of cardstock, of white cardstock, and it's measured 4.5 by 5.5 inches. We are going to use some stencils that I made for myself using puffy cloudy borders and grassy border. I'm going to use this distress inks, Peacock Feather, Salty Ocean and Move It Lawn to make the background with my blending tool. To make the grass, I'm going to use both parts of the stencils to make shadows and so the grass can look a little bit more realistic in this card. So I'm using Move It Lawn as I was telling you, and I'm sorry you can see my head here, but it was the only way so I can align my stencils to the background. I'm going to make some more clouds here, and you can play with different colors, different kind of stencils. Always make your cards with the things that you already have on hand. You don't have to go like crazy and go find the other products. So I already have my stamps already cut it with my scissors, and I colored them with Copic markers. I'm not as good copy coloring, so I didn't have the numbers on this video, but if you ask me in the comments, I can share the information with you. So I went through my die cut machine and I cut the slide on over add-on. I'm going to use an A2 fold card, and I'm going to build my slider mechanism. Once I have all the creatures and the coaster cars and everything I'm going to use a coin and this double-sided adhesive square foam or foam square. It's very hard for me sometimes to put the words in the right position in a sentence. I'm sorry. This is my first English tutorial. Like I was saying, and it's, I have to think what I'm going to say, and sometimes I make mistakes. So I'm going to use this is 2 pieces of foam together, and I cut it on strips so I can give dimension to the back of my card, so the mechanism work great on this card. Now I'm going to build up my scene, and this is very easy and you can do it as you wish, using everything you want. going to put some adhesive. I'm using a transparent adhesive. It is very strong. Once I'm done with my scene, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. And also I'm going to stamp some words on the booth, so you can see that this booth is for tickets. We have words for food. I didn't stamp well, so I'm using some markers to write the word tickets. I put the word food here, and I'm going to use the sentiment life is full of up and downs. I'm going to give it an up and down shape, just to coordinate with the phrase. I think I'm going to use vellum to do this, and I'm going to use some white embossing powder. So I am going to use my heat tool here. If you have some white ink, you can stamp it with white ink, but I prefer using this ultra fine embossing powder. I'm going to stamp the phrase, and then I'm going to stamp once more the exclamation mark. If you have some extra embossing powder and you didn't want that embossing powder, just correct that with a brush. Now I'm going to use my heat tool, and I'm going to cut with my scissors a banner following the shape of this phrase. Once I made this banner, we are going to put some glue in the back of the phrase, so the glue can be hidden by the words of the sentiment. So this is everything I wanted to show you. This is very beautiful and bright card. I hope you like it. I hope you like this video, and if you like it, give a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Have an amazing day. Bye.